Hey guys, Matt here. So I want to do a video today talking about old school tactical. Now, I'm going to go into what I mean by old school tactical, but I think it's pretty obvious. But why is it important? Why is this a video that I'm even making? Well, I'm making this video, and the reason I think it's important is because right now, with everything going on in the gun market, okay, with the fact that you can't find most modern firearms or the ammo for them, everything from rifles to shotguns, anything semi-automatic, pistols left and right, I mean everything. Again, even the ammo is hard to find. I think it's an important time to start to take a look at some of the more old school firearms and designs. Now, a lot of them are still being actively manufactured and produced and sold today, but the design itself may be 50, 100, even 150 years old. Now, these types of firearms, generally speaking, aren't selling as well as obviously the newer designed semi-automatic rifles and pistols and shotguns. And because of that, prices are still fairly low, okay? And the availability is still out there. Another thing is the ammunition for many of those firearms, because they're specific to certain types of firearms, and they aren't the same types of firearms that you see many modern semi-automatic rifles and handguns using, the ammunition is still available as well. And that's why this is important. So let's talk about old school tactical. Okay, I've got some examples here of what is old school tactical and what you can get. Okay, this right here, just a pump action shotgun. This design is extremely old. Okay, pump action shotgun's been around for a very, very long time. Now you look at this and go, well, this is kind of a black tactical type shotgun, but in the end, this is just a shotgun. There is no functional difference between this and an old trench gun from World War I, okay? This is just a pump action shotgun. 5 + 1 in the chamber, okay? 12 gauge. Pretty simple, pretty basic. This is a Winchester SXP, but you can get a Mossberg, a Remington, even a Maverick, it doesn't matter, okay? They're all the same. They're all going to function the same. They're all going to work for you, and it's a simple, basic firearm that is very much old school, okay? Next thing we're going to look at here is pretty simple, just a 6-shot 357 Magnum revolver. And again, it doesn't matter what the caliber is. It can be 357 Magnum, it can be 38, it can be 44, whatever it is. But just a revolver is something that's so basic and so old school. It's been around for so long, but yet it's not really sought after right now. And again, the ammunition for it is something that's, for the most part, is pretty available. Every time I go to Walmart or Academy or anywhere else, they've got 357, they've got 38, they've got 44 Magnum, they've got these revolver cartridges because not a lot of people are buying them. Everybody's buying out the 9mm and the 40 and the 45 and the 380. Okay, they're not buying a lot of this. I've never gone to the store once in the last 3 months and not seen at least one box of 38 or 357 that I could use with this gun. And last but certainly not least, just a good old-fashioned lever gun. And again, caliber is not really important because most of your major calibers are going to be like 45-70 or like this one, 30-30, or even a 38 357 Magnum, you know, like the Rossies or something. Again, all calibers that are readily available, and these guns are readily available. Every time I walk into Academy, every time I walk into my gun shop, they've got these hanging on the wall or up on the shelf somewhere. They're in stock and they're available. Another thing is, all these guns we're talking about here, especially when compared to the firearms that are selling off the shelves right now, these are really, really cheap. They're very inexpensive. Now, I want to talk about the tactical part of this old school tactical. Why do I use the term tactical? Well, in the true sense of the word, tactical really just means tactics or strategy. So what it basically boils down to is, if you use this gun properly, it can be every bit as tactical as any AR-15 or AK-47. Okay? This shotgun can be every bit as tactical as a Sega 12, right? This is all about how you use it, knowing your firearm, knowing how to use it efficiently. That's what we're talking about here. That is tactical. So in the end, what it boils down to, guys, is if you properly train yourself, if you know what you're doing, if you become efficient with your weapon, if you've chosen to go with something that's old school tactical, you can get every bit as much use and be every bit as tactical with this as you can with this.